Hello, I'm Gabriel Baradee. I'm a fashion designer for more than 17 years now, and I would like to show you a special technique how you can sketch very quickly some fashion illustrations. This is a very good technique if you like to have some creative findings, or if you're in the start of a new collection. That's a quick way how you can design some stuff and get some good inspiration. This is not a technique you will use for very elaborated illustration techniques, but it's a great technique if you like to do some quick sketches. And let's jump into the video. Okay, so I would suggest that you make a little table of 9 numbers from 1 to 9. Actually, if we draw realistically bodies, a head is always 8 times in your body. But in fashion, you always stretch a little bit, you make something more stretched, so that's why I would recommend to do it in 9. So then let's start, and it's an exercise where you really work quick, not too details, just to get an inspiration where the journey is going like. So you have the first one is, this is your head. Number 2 is like your bust area. And number 3 would be your waist. And number 4 is already your hips. And the rest is more like 6 is more than already your knees. And the rest is legs. So if we start from here, you have like your head, and it's more like a bold move you make here, where you adjust like the body, and I would like to have a very eccentric skirt part here, and then you have like and I always go over this 9 length, so it's a little bit more than I was expecting to do for your exercise. So this is number 1, and then you have, for example, a more deeper V-neck collar with some more traditionally shaped, like an O shape. And you have this more bigger arms and some pockets maybe. And you have the shoe here. And then you have maybe something more over the top with a big skirt part. And you have some shoes here. It's like more a quick sketch. Or you have like a shawl collar with some bigger sleeves here and some very eccentric shorter leg. And then you can take like a little different marker or a pen or what you like. Then you can add like a head, for example, or some little details like the bust area, and some details maybe you like to have some graphic elements here, or a little belt here, and some lines, just to give them a little bit more structure. And then you take, like, for example, let's do this in like a denim, for example, just to give it a little bit of a color. And you can also put a little bit like a skin tone, so you have like a more realistically feel of a person, how it will feel. Or you can, for example, take a bright green, and let's focus on a very, very bright green thing. Maybe it's a fabric you already have, and maybe the fabric has some little flower design or little designs which is like already a pattern. And again, here you can just make it a little bit so you have some details like the sleeve or the waist or the pockets, for example, and the balloon skirt part, for example. Or you have like this one where you have like another color. Let's take some brownish gray, maybe this is a coat, a very big warm winter coat with some big elements going on here. And then you have only a little bit of the hands here, and the neckline and the face, and it's winter, and for example, and she needs like a big hat that she's wearing here, for example. Or you have I don't know, a little gray things, a gray little, and then you add some detailed colors, for example. So here or here some details. So you have like a little very quick sketches that you can then use and elaborate something out of that, for example. I would also add little details like the bust darts or the godets here, or some seams, for example, to have a little bit more feeling of maybe this part here, this draped part here, to have like or a zip, for example, just to have like a little bit an idea where I want to, how and where I want to develop this collection. So this is a very, very, very quick exercise, and we have like 4 things already, and you will do like multiples. I just did some here as well, so you have a lot of examples, and then you pick one and say, okay, this is, or this or this or this is where I'm going to develop the collection from, just to get some very quick sketches. This is one of a lot of techniques that I will show you in the illustration course. If you have any questions towards this course, just ask me, and the course is there for everybody. So if you never had a pencil in your hand, or if you are a semi-pro fashion illustration, there will be something for everybody. And yeah, this is one little very sketchy technique that I will show you. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. Have a nice day.